need some of that. 4 of those good? And maybe I need a whole bunch of those. That might be too much, but that's what we're going with. Oh, hey everybody. Welcome back. How y'all doing today? Lando here. A little bit different video today. We are working on the new barn. Figured I'd do another build video. Not my most popular content, but you know, sometimes people like to see what you're up to with your builds and your insane freaking base that has so many things that still need to be finished, like the bar. But yeah, this is the new barn. This is where we're going to be putting all the animals, and we're going to do more castle-y type stuff where they're living now. So let me give you a quick overview of what we got going on here. We got some very uneven terrain. I'll do my best to even that out as we go here. So what we're going to do is we are going to put the yaks over here. Looks like they could use some more light. But that's not a problem of the now. That's a problem of the future. Yeah, this is going to be the yak area. There'll be a roof on this thing. I don't know how far we're going to get with this today in the video, but yeah, we're going to put all the goats over here. And then on the upper tiers, we're going to have bluebirds and redbirds. And we are going to separate everybody so that they will stop breeding and using everybody else's pillows. That's been an issue. So yeah, the bluebirds are going to go over here, and then there's going to be a similar section on the other side for the redbirds. And they're going to have this lovely little fenced-in tier. Oh, I need to, well, isn't that awful? Let's just fix that. And yeah, this whole path will be fenced in. They can come down here and come out and play. It'll be the same for the redbirds, and the yaks and the goats will be separated. And it'll be this whole cool little thing. Or, you know, maybe absolute madness. I never studied architecture, but this is just fun, so I don't really care. That's the one thing I never... So many people try to build these very realistic buildings, and they build some cool stuff, man. They do. But... I mean, it's a fantasy game, right? So why not build the most fantastical, crazy thing you can think of? Because the physics don't matter. Why adhere to them? But anyhow, yeah, that's kind of my building philosophy in this game. And I think I've mentioned it before, but it's worth mentioning again that am I gonna have to? I think I might. You silly. I hate placing these kinds of loose pieces. They're very uncooperative. Yeah, you snapping. Snapping doesn't always do what you need it to do. See, snapping is being a jerk. It will not line up where I put it, and that's where I want it. Because it doesn't like where I put it, and I don't care what it likes. I want what I like. So you gotta be very careful, and I'm gonna have to do this on either side. Which may mean this walkway is too narrow. I guess we'll find out when we get the birds in here, won't we? Yeah, and it's always going up and down on you, and you can never... It can be just very tricky to get these things the way you want them. Yep. Yep, it can. See? Got a gap there. I got a gap there. It's all just so annoying to place these pieces. And I don't want to build a wider platform. I really don't. This is how I want it. But if I want to go closer, it wants to be a jerk. And I'm like, you said you could be a jerk, jerk. Quit being a jerk. Do what I said. I'm gonna need 10 more of these, at least. Yeah, see, I can't go down there. And as I get closer to it, it wants to raise up. It's so rude. If you don't put it right where it wants it, it's a total jerk. It's almost like you have to calculate the fence posts before you build the floor. So annoying. You're going to go where I want you, one way or another. You filthy. You're like a dirty lizard. You just don't want to cooperate. Yeah. All right. You know what? We'll live with that for now. Yeah, we've temporarily moved Braylon down here just so we have a carpenter on deck. And we'll just go ahead and manufacture another 10 of those. Should have manufactured freaking 30 because, well, I am going to need them for the other. And it's lame you can't build these out of whatever material you would like. See, and why are you? It just is so uncooperative. Maybe if I put it back there, I can make things snap where I want them. Of course, I cannot. But you know what? I might be able to live with that. Because I will use snapping. If it benefits me, and I think this is benefiting me. Maybe. Excuse me. Don't know where that came from. But sometimes you get a little sneezy. Alright, come on, fence. Be a fence. Build like I told you. Am I all out of fence? I'm all out of fence. See, those did not... Yeah, see, that should have built longer, but it did not. It only snapped 2 pieces. I feel like I'm getting hosed here. You know what? I think I got a better plan. Yep, I've got a better plan to catch this big red lobster, man. Yeah, it kept putting them inside. Yeah, I knew I had more fence than that. I may do this on the other side too. So what I think I'm gonna do here is build out more wall and then put my fence along that where it can't be uncooperative, because I'm pretty sure it's being uncooperative because I'm trying to build it on that narrow thing. I'm building roofs. I need 2-meter platforms, and I will just go back and remove these platforms. Sound good? I think it sounds good. And I usually like to build in first person because the character model is just in the way. Honestly, I'd really like to be able to go out into combat in first person. It should be an option. And I wouldn't necessarily use it all the time, but sometimes I feel like I am in my own damn way. All right, now let's put in our fencing. Beep, beep, beep. Oh yeah, see, that's gonna cooperate nicely. That's what I should have done on the other side. now it's just doing what it's supposed to. But if you try to do something weird, it gets weird, and I wish they would fix that. But so far, no joy. Yeah, now I have to fix the other side, because this side looks so good. But and I don't know how we're going to pair that up with the angled fence posts, which need to go here. And yeah, see, that's no good. That's so tight. Yeah, this is the wrong kind of stairway for that. Although, what if we unsnap it? Can we make it fly? Maybe not. Not to a degree that I'm comfortable with at the moment, but that's okay. We will get these guys where we want them to be. All right. Yeah, trouble with fencing. That is the moral of today's story. The trouble with fences is there's too much trouble with fences. Alt, 2, tab, move. Yeah, this is totally what we're going to do on the other side, too. Alright. And let's see, for the exterior structure, we have gone with these guys here. For all our exterior construction, so we're just going to keep that going. Well, we'll line that up with something later. Yeah, I know there's a bit of a gap there. That's no problem. We'll fix that later. You know what? I don't like it. I think I'm using the big blocks like I did before. Yeah, I don't like it. What's all this crap? This is stuff I haven't moved yet. That's what all this crap is that's floating here. It's all stuff I haven't moved, and I will. You know how much of a pain in the butt it is to move chests? I'm sure you do. That's why I haven't done it yet, because it's a pain in the butt. You gotta dump everything you got, blah, 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 blah. And it's just ridiculous. Yeah, I like it like this much better. I said be cool. Nope, you are not cool. I told you to be cool. You chose not to be cool. Oh look, it's getting to be nighttime. That's okay, I can keep building at night. Now, if you guys got faster methods or something, I'd love to hear them, because, yeah, this has always been a time-consuming process. Oh, it's too low, isn't it? It is. Yep, I've always found this to be a very time-consuming process, and I wish it was faster. But hey. Can you put a time cost on a good building? I don't think so. Yeah, what it, yeah, I will say, the build system does lack a bit of efficiency. probably not that big a deal when you consider the level of detail it gives you, which, yes, is considerable. Yeah, Minecraft is definitely a more efficient build system, and yeah, if you play this game, I absolutely believe you know what Minecraft is and have played it. If you haven't, well, Minecraft is why this exists, because ever since Minecraft really hit and started blowing up big, you can find its influence in so many games. So many games would not exist without Minecraft. Now, I don't really play Minecraft much anymore, but it had its time, it had its place. Oh no, it went stupid. It's stupid, as the grandkids would say. It's stupid. That's what we need right there. Is that action? Alright, now get along, little doggy. Alright. Got that in place. Now we're going to pick up this floor. I said we're going to pick up this floor. This fencing. Redo all of this. I didn't like how it came out. I just didn't. I thought it was stupid. I think that'll look quite nice, actually. Yep, that will look quite nice. I would really rather be doing this in the daylight. So you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna usurp Braylon's bed down here because I set her movement speed to 0 because I need her to be there reliably when I want her there. Usually I do let my villagers walk around the village, but why am I wearing my mining helmet? Well, I was mining. What? Sometimes you gotta go mining. Alright, that looks pretty almost decent. That is starting to look decent. We might be ready to move birds down here soon. It's a little close to the outdoor farming land, but well, the berry bushes. I'm running low on yak food. I'm running low on berries to make more yak food, specifically dried berries. So I needed to grow some more berries. But y'all know that story. Sometimes you got to grow and do things to make things, to keep things going. And excuse me there, sometimes you got to get a sip of coffee. Because, yeah, coffee's good. All right. Now, how am I going to deal with this crap? I think I know how I'm going to deal with this crap. First, I'm going to remove that. And then, I'm going to remove this. And now I'm going to put the stairs right there. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. That's the story. I'm sticking to it. Why no combat today? Well, I was building my barn and I needed some content, so. Ah, that's the wrong block. We're using bamboo for all our flooring and stairs. We're using the half-timbered shell stone. For everything else. Alright, now that looks good. That'd be solid right there. Then back to this. And then they can just drop right down into the pen that's built for them. And hopefully they can't get out. Yeah, those fences look a little homemade, but I kind of wanted them to. I wanted it to look like this area for the birds was an add-on. I need to do that same thing over here. So, alright. Yeah, we're just gonna keep. Alright, can we get those? Yeah, can we make these work now? You guys gonna cooperate, or am I gonna have to do something weird? I'm gonna have to do something weird. I didn't want to do something weird. But it insists, so we're gonna do something weird. We are going to widen the stairway by 1 block. What do you mean missing materials? I'm not missing materials. You're missing materials. Like a brain. And now I think about it, I probably could have used that same technique over there, but who wants to build 1 block at a time? Nobody. That's who. Alright, now let's try. Now let's try our fancy, dancy, angled stairwells. What's that look like? Might be better with a post there, but you know what? I think I can live with that. You know what? No, I can't. It's stupid. And I think I will. I don't know what I'm going to do there. Certainly not that crap. That's awful. Clearly it was designed for a larger stairwell. I think I have a solution, maybe? I don't know. For now, we're just going to make this real easy on ourselves, and if we decide to change it later, we can. We're just going to go with some self-built fence posting. I think that works. That also tells me something's very uneven. And I'll bet it's the long fences. Now I'm going to have to go back and figure out where that went bad. But I don't have to do it right now. All that really has to do is keep birds in. That's its only job, like an NFL kicker. You got one job. As my wife likes to tell the opposing kickers, you got one job and you can't do it. She also likes to say that about her coworkers. And I've had some pretty problematic coworkers myself, so I mean, I totally get that. There's nothing worse than the guy with one job that can't do it. Come on. Don't be this thing. It's gonna be this thing. Fine. You think I care if you're that thing? I can make you cooperate. Like Ren and Stimpy said, I'll teach you to be happy. Just like I taught your grandmother to suck eggs. Alright. So, 2, tab. Oh, there's another piece you can use for this in the 4-meter blocks. This is called a door frame, but really what it is this a horizontal column. And it's a pretty useful thing to use on stuff and things. Of course, it's not being very cooperative at the moment. Yeah, just go there. Do your job. You got one job. Do it. You got one job. That wasn't it. Yep, you got one job. I need you to do it. Okay. I think I like a better one removed. Stick a post in there. Do the same thing over here. Now we'll remove these columns. I know building is so exciting. It's riveting, the building of things. Yeah, I'm probably going to stick another thing in there, get those posts in there, but that's okay. Alright, and then I've got 2 more of these. I thought I had 2 more of those. I do. They are in the other tab. Okay. And in true to form fashion, it is going to be a jerk about this and not put things where I want them because it doesn't understand how humans think. It understands how a grid thinks. And I don't want it on a grid. I think I've made that clear. Yeah, I feel like that is a mechanic that really ought to be cleaned up before they get to full release. Because it's very tricky to play some things sometimes. No. Yes. Why don't you just leave it that way? They can't, you know, I kind of want to, but I don't trust that they will not do something stupid like, they may not be able to do that, but they can certainly get out into the wild over here, and that would be unacceptable. So we're still putting in the fence rail. I may have to just move the entire outdoor, the entire farm. Again, that'll be the second time I've moved that farm. It used to be here. where we're building the barn. Yeah, that farm used to be here, and then I moved it out here. And yeah, got a lot of regrowable trees here. Hey, give me some coconuts while we're at it. It's not really harvest time, but hey, I will go ahead and take the coconuts while I'm here. I got my banana trees over there. I haven't really used those much. And the coffee, I also, as much trouble as it was for coffee, what coffee does is not good enough. And as much as expensive as coffee is, because you got to give it a gold coin every time you want coffee. And the coffee only gives you, do I have some on me? Just made it recently. Yeah. Okay. 30 stamina, 6% melee damage. But that's 60 stamina. And that's, 60 range and 21% dagger damage. I mean, is that really worth an extra 6% melee damage at half the stamina? The way I burn stamina? Now, you guys need to rethink coffee, guys. Keen, listen up. You need to rethink coffee. It needs to be better than that. In fact, you know what I would do with coffee is I would cut that down to like a 20-minute buff and have it give you like significantly more like movement speed and melee damage. That would be like a cup of coffee, man. That is not. Yeah, give me some sort of hasted thing. That would be sweet. I gotta get some light in here for these guys, but yeah, we got bird food. We got our way down. I don't think they'll circumvent this rail. We're about to find out. All right, let's go get our birds. Let's go get our birds. Hi, Emily. Give me your feathers. Come here. I said, come here. I don't want to put you down. I need to just dump things. Okay. Yeah, if I'm going to be collecting birds, I need to just come over here. Organize that. And this chest I often use for just dumping everything. Now, I don't do this a lot because it could be a pain in the butt to get all your stuff back. But that's basically what this chest is for me to use as a dump chest. Oh, if you didn't know, yeah, there's a 5,000 limit on ruins. Yep. Come here, little birdie. Yeah, I dumped everything. That's okay though. That's okay though. We're in the middle of a bird moving operation. And we are going to cull some of these bluebirds because I think I've got way too many. And yeah, children, avert your eyes. Nah, I'm not going to cull the birds now. I don't know how many I need to cull. That's going to be based on the number of pillows I have. We're not expanding how many birds we have for sure. Come here, bird. You know what? Oh, you're getting cold. Oh no, I didn't mean to kill those two goats. Well, dang it. That's what happens when you don't carry arrows anymore. Goats could come too. Yep, and see there's a baby goat. And yes, the frizzy goats and the regular goats will crossbreed randomly if you have them in the same pen. I have proven that. I can say that with confidence because there was only one regular goat in here. I started getting regular goats again because I needed regular milk for something from the new biome. Yeah, I think it was the coconut fish dish. All right, any other animals hanging out? Yeah, you get over here. All right. Yes, restoring my inventory will be a chore I have to deal with later. But that's okay. That's okay. Alright. Oh, and I forgot all their pillows too. You know what? I'm gonna go get their pillows back out of storage before I do this, because, yeah. I did want the pillows laid down. That's what happened. I'm so glad they upped the stack on these two. You can only stack those to 5. That was super annoying. I think I'm gonna go with 10 bluebirds. Yeah, 40 feathers around. Yeah, I think that's more than enough. I'm not going through arrows that quickly. I mean, I go through arrows quickly. Oh man, these are a lot of birds, aren't there? All right. I had a lot of trouble placing pillows down below. Kept telling me I could not build there when there was nothing around. There have been a couple of patches though. Maybe they did fix that because it was being irritating. 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You know what? I don't need all of these. I think the rest of these are goat pillows. All right, little birds. Now let's see if this worked. Bam, bam. Boom. Boom. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5, 6, 8. Hopefully they can't get me further than that. They can go out there. Alright, we'll put the 3 babies down. They're going to be homeless, but we'll put them down. Why are we putting them down? Sometimes you gotta cull the herd. That's why. Yeah, I know. It's part of farming, guys. It's just what happens. I accidentally just murked a couple of goats. It happens. Yeah, these started out as 1 goat in with the frizzy goats, and now I've got 3 regular goats. Oh, so, yeah, that happens. Looks like I've got a whole bunch of birds here still to cull, so... But anyway, yeah, that's that's what's going on with the barn. And yeah, we're getting goats moved. Got some goat food. Yeah, do that. I think I got the other goat feeder somewhere. So yeah, this is going to proceed. So yeah, next on Thursday, you guys might see a finished barn. I'm going to keep working on it. I think we're going to call that a build video today, but you guys got an idea what I'm working on here. And yeah, pretty cool stuff. Not a you know, reflex challenging combat, but you know, after that trip to Cromville. So yeah, I'm gonna do some sort of castle-y stuff with all of this area now. This is where the animals were. But yeah, that's going to expand, and that all really arose from that terrace there, because I built what was this lovely little, almost romantic, nice view terrace, and it looked over the yak pen, and it just was making me crazy. So it had to go. And these fadir, they keep getting caught over here in like my machineries and starving themselves, and really I'm about ready to put them down. But anyhow, that's gonna do it for today. So yeah, leave a comment, like, subscribe, be good to each other, and I'll see y'all next time.